Hello everyone. Now in this lecture we will know about the next concept. That one is a concurrent control. Then in this lecture we will know about the introduction about the concurrent control or the need of concurrent control. Now we already know about the database management system, which one is run with the concept that is the transaction or the transaction management. Then under the transaction management, it contains the concurrent control process, which one is control the concurrency execution of the transactions. Now that one is simply the concurrent control introduction. Use of concurrency control, executing the multiple transaction at a time, means for example when we run the transactions, multiple transaction at a time, that one is consider schedule 1 contains 2 transactions, right? It's T1 and T2. Then it's about concurrently these 2 transactions executed. Then what is the concurrency? That one is we can say that the T1 read the value of A, or after that the T2 write the value of A, and it's going on simultaneously, right? That is the concurrency about the T1 and T2. Now use of that, if we execute the transaction one after another, that one is we normally knows the serial schedule. It takes some more time. This is the concurrency, right? It's like again a write A, then again the T2 read the B, right? This is the concurrency, like in this time T1 or the small T1 time, T1 reads A, then again T2 write the A, then again T1 write the A, then again T2 read the B. This one is a concurrency process. Now if we think about the serial schedule, that one is the same thing as one. It's serially executed with the T1 and T2, that is T1 and T2. Then it execute the T1 execute all the operation, right? Read A, write A, then again T2 write A and the read B. This is called the serial. It execute the T1 first and then it execute the T2. But in a concurrency, it's simultaneously run the T1 and T2. Now it's like a more time, and because of that serial schedule takes a more time as compared to the concurrent schedule. This is the serial schedule. Now it takes more time, but with the concurrent we can do the work with the less time, and that's why concurrent schedule is efficient. Advantages: waiting time is less under the concurrent schedule, response time is less under the concurrent schedule, or it may be the waiting time for the particular transaction is less, response time is it's about to the particular system, that one is a fast, we can say that. Then the resource utilization is more, efficiency is more. That one is somehow how about the use of the concurrent schedule as the comparison of a serial schedule. That's why we need to run the concurrent schedule, right, for the efficiency, for the these advantages, right? Now the question is why not parallel, why concurrent? Like serial is again the takes some more time, then we run the concurrently. Then again one more question is there, then why not we run it parallelly? Then we will know about the concurrency and the parallelism difference. Now the concurrency is the task of running and managing the multiple computation at the same time. That is the concurrency. For example, this is the concurrence. It execute the and managing the multiple computation like a read, write with a multiple task T1 and T2. while parallel is the task of running multiple computation simultaneously. That is the difference between the concurrency and parallel. Like this schedule run by the CPU 1, but in a parallel it may be that this schedule T1 is executed by the CPU 1 and the T2 execute by the CPU 2. That is the parallel. T1 and T2 run parallelly. But under the concurrent, single CPU execute this process simultaneously. T1 and T2. That is the basic difference of a concurrent and parallel. Concurrency is achieved through the interleaving operation process on the central processing, and in other word, context of switching. Means the CPU switch the task. Sometime it execute the T1 task, then sometime the CPU execute the T2 task. That one is simply the interleaving the operation, right? While it is achieved by through the multi-central processing unit. Like the simple example, it run with the 2 processor, it run with a single processor. That is simply the difference about the concurrency and the parallelism. Means for example, we can say that parallelism needs more resources and concurrency process need the less resources. Means with less resources we execute the process. Now the concurrency can be done by using single processing unit. It needs a multiple processing unit. Concurrency increases the amount of work finished at a time, while it improves the throughput and the computation speed of the system. Definitely parallelism is more advantageous than the concurrency, but as compared to if we have a less resource, then definitely the concurrency is efficient. Now the concurrency deal, or it may be as with the same example of this, it may be the concurrency is more useful than the parallelism. Now the concurrency deal lot of things simultaneously, while the lot of thing while it do the lot of things simultaneously. Concurrency deal with the a single CPU deal with the multiple things simultaneously, and with the parallel it do the multiple thing simultaneously, correct? Then the concurrency is a non-deterministic control flow approach, while it is a deterministic control flow approach because of its run with the individually, but it run parallelly. In a concurrency, debugging is very hard, while in this debugging is also hard, but as compared to the concurrency it's simple. This is simply the difference between the concurrency and the parallelism concept. Now why need to control the concurrency work? Means when we use the concurrency concept or concurrent schedule, then we need one more management system. That one is a concurrency control system. Why? Because of to solve the inconsistency problem, concurrency control manage and maintain the consistency of a database. As compared to the parallelism, concurrency has the inconsistency or it's have some problem. Then we need to manage it, and then we can use the concurrency schedule, concurrent schedules. Now in the next session, we will know about how we solved that, or what exact the problems under the concurrency control, concurrent schedule, and then how the concurrent, how we control that concurrency problem or the concurrent schedule problem with the help of the some process, or it may be a that the concurrency control controls that problem. Firstly we will know about the problems, right, and then in later session we will know about how to manage it, right. This is simply the concurrency control introduction. Thank you.